So as we head into the weekend, we are basically at a stalemate when it comes to the US-China trade war started by Donald Trump just a week ago. Overnight, China raised its tariffs to 125% on US imports. Remember now the US tariff stands at 145%. The White House forgot to add the fentanyl of 20%. It's been upping it so much. And essentially the Chinese government saying we're not going to go any further, 125%, 145%. It basically stops all trade. And while their door is open, they are going to defend their interests. Let me read you what Xinhua said. There is no winner in a tariff war. Going against the world will only result in self-isolation. No matter how the external world changes, China will remain confident and focused on running its own affairs well.
Tariff and trade wars have no winner. China does not want to fight these wars, but is not scared of them. If the US truly wants to settle the issue through dialogue and negotiation, it should stop exerting maximum pressure and reckless actions, which China will never accept. Any dialogue must be based on equality, respect, and mutual benefit. If the US is determined to fight a tariff and trade war, China's response will continue to the end.
Obviously, the world relieved about the getting rid of so-called reciprocal tariffs, but that 10% base plus the China import taxes here essentially means that American consumers will start paying tariffs not seen in over 100 years. Really huge taxes, and they will begin to bite in the next few weeks. We understand that behind the scenes here at the White House that a lot of officials are nervous. They don't want this China standoff to go on very long. They know that the Europeans and the Chinese have started to speak and that generally a lot of trust has been lost in the US system. Next week, really look not just at the US stock market, but the bond market. If yields continue to rise, and remember, China, Japan, and others are big holders of US treasuries. If they start to rise, if there's any hint of selling from foreign holders, it could really force the US's hand to try and come to a deal sometime very soon. Nathan King, CGTN at the White House.